From the one and only, this is a Local 10 News Update, sponsored by FHIA, Florida Home Improvement Associates.
Good evening, South Florida. I'm Alex Finney. Here's a look at the stories making news on this Sunday. Basketball legend Kobe Bryant has died in a helicopter crash in California. The 41-year-old and his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna, were among 9 people killed this morning when the helicopter went down in Calabasas. The names of the other victims have not yet been released. We know Bryant retired in 2016. He was a 5-time NBA champion, 2-time NBA Finals MVP, and all-time leading scorer in the Lakers franchise history. Police are investigating a deadly drive-by shooting in Northwest Miami-Dade. A woman and her teenage son were shot inside a home off Northwest 18th Court near 127th Street. Neighbors say they heard multiple gunshots fired around 4:30 this morning. The victims were taken to Jackson Memorial, where the woman died from her injuries. The teen is still recovering. So far, no arrests have been made. A Fort Lauderdale man charged with arson appeared in bond court yesterday. 31-year-old Salvini Bellios is accused of intentionally starting a house fire. It happened Friday at a house on Northwest 8th Street and 19th Terrace. The fire was quickly put out, and thankfully no one was injured. We know his bond is set at $5,000.
Listen to Local 10's podcast, The Florida Files, wherever you are, whenever you want. Just say, Alexa, play the Florida Files podcast.
Getting the latest episode of Florida Files. Here it is from TuneIn.
Previously on the Florida Files.
Or just ask Siri, I want to hear the latest Florida Files podcast.
Here's the newest episode of the Florida Files.
Get the Florida Files on Alexa, Google Home, or Apple devices just by saying play the Florida Files podcast. The Florida Files from the one and only Local 10.
Dozens of cyclists taking part in a silent ride to remember one of their own. 51-year-old Clifton Cargill, the leader of a bicycle group, was shot and killed earlier this month. The ride to South Beach started at the same North Miami Beach bike shop where Cargill was murdered. His killer still remains on the loose. Well, that's all the time we have for now. Remember, you can always stay updated on breaking news headlines anytime on our web channel, local10.com. Take care.